Attention passionate Philadelphia, EAGLES. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Philadelphia Eagles' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Philadelphia, EAGLES. Let's get to the news now, guys. We have some intriguing developments coming out of the NFL that could seriously shake up the NFC East, and more specifically, the Philadelphia Eagles' defensive strategy. Rumors and reports from Diana Rossini and other NFL insiders suggest that the Eagles are actively looking to bolster their secondary, especially after the recent injury to Quinion Mitchell. If you remember, Mitchell went down in Week 5 with a shoulder injury and is expected to be out for around 6 weeks. That creates a pretty significant gap in the Eagles' defensive backfield, and the team is clearly looking for options to fill that void. The name that's coming up most prominently in these discussions is Michael Carter II, the talented slot corner from the New York Jets. Now, this is more than just a rumor. It's a calculated move by the Eagles, who are reportedly eyeing a trade that would include a third-round pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, along with Zech McPherson, one of their promising young corners. This potential trade is fascinating because it signals the Eagles' intent to be aggressive and strategic in their roster moves. But why Carter II? Well, for starters, Carter has been quietly developing into one of the league's most promising slot specialists. Undrafted in 2021, he's managed to carve out a solid career, proving himself as a versatile and reliable player. In the 2025 season, he's posted some impressive numbers: 2 interceptions, 28 tackles, and 6 pass defenses in just 6 games, which is quite remarkable given the limited sample size. His PFF grade sits around 86.7, placing him in the top 15 among cornerbacks, and he has allowed just 56% completion percentage when targeted, with an EPA per target of -0.13. That's elite-level efficiency, especially in the nickel role, where quickness and coverage skills are paramount. Carter's career stats speak volumes: 5 interceptions, 35 pass defenses, and a knack for forcing fumbles, with an average PFF grade of 85.9 over his career. He's also been known for his ability to cover in tight spaces, with just 1.4 yards of separation allowed, making him an ideal candidate to lock down the slot receiver. When he's in nickel coverage, his success rate is around 68%, which is very high for such a specialized role. And interestingly, he's been remarkably healthy in 2025, with no injuries reported this season, following a concussion in 2024 that limited him to 14 games. His overall WAR, wins above replacement, in his career is +3.1, which speaks to his value on the field. The projections suggest that acquiring Carter II could boost the Eagles' slot defense by about 15%, a significant upgrade that could change how they defend against some of the league's most dangerous offenses. Now, on the other side, the Jets are in a different situation. They're currently 0-6, struggling to find consistency on both sides of the ball. With Zach Wilson under center, their offense has been inconsistent, and their defense has been giving up a staggering 34 points per game. The Jets have some cap space, around $12 million, yet they're clearly in rebuild mode, especially after trading away some key pieces and focusing on their future, with the draft and development of young players like Sauce Gardner and others. Their struggles up front have been glaring, allowing about 50 sacks per game, which puts a lot of pressure on their secondary to hold up. Interestingly, the Jets are looking to make a move that makes sense from a cap and roster perspective. They're considering trading Carter II, who has a cap hit of about $7 million in 2025, in exchange for Zech McPherson and a draft pick. McPherson, while solid, has a PFF grade of 68.9 and is seen more as a depth piece at this stage of his career. The Jets are prioritizing extensions for Sauce Gardner, their star corner, and seem to be building around their young secondary, even if that means sacrificing some talent now for future flexibility. For the Eagles, this potential move is a clear statement of intent. They're sitting with around $6 million in cap space, which gives them the flexibility to make this kind of move. The plan is to reinforce their secondary, especially after Quinion Mitchell's injury, and to improve their overall versatility in the defensive backfield. Post Mitchell's injury, the Eagles' pass defense was allowing approximately 3.5 points per target, which is manageable but still leaves room for improvement. Bringing in Carter II would address that vulnerability directly. His addition is projected to reduce touchdowns allowed per pass by about 1/4, which is huge considering how much the Eagles rely on their secondary to keep opposing offenses in check. Furthermore, Carter II's presence would complement players like Darius Slay, adding another layer of zone coverage and overall coverage success. When teamed with Slay, Carter could help boost the Eagles' zone coverage efficiency from 61% to around 76%, significantly tightening up the defense. Carter's ability to succeed in nickel coverage, with a success rate of approximately 68%, would give the Eagles much-needed flexibility against multiple formations and personnel groupings. This kind of versatility is crucial in today's NFL, where offenses are constantly shifting strategies and defenses need to adapt quickly. The impact of such a move could be felt across the entire team. For Jalen Hurts, having a more reliable slot corner means fewer leaks in the defense during critical moments, especially in the red zone and during play-action passes. The Eagles' red zone efficiency could improve by about 8%, which is a game-changer in close contests. Plus, with Carter II's potential to project an additional 1-0 pass defense per game, the secondary gains both in coverage and in creating turnovers. Overall, this upgrade could help the Eagles elevate their defense into one of the league's top units, especially in third-down situations and against high-powered offenses. Now, considering the Super Bowl odds, this move might actually be a game-changer for the Eagles. According to FanDuel, their odds to win it all have already shortened from +2,000 to +1,200, thanks in part to the team's solid 4-2 start and the potential upgrade in their secondary. Adding Carter II is seen by many analysts as a move that could push their championship expectations even higher, especially if he performs well in the upcoming playoff push. His postseason experience, with an average of 1.9 pass defenses per game, shows he's capable of stepping up under pressure. This makes him a perfect fit for the Eagles' ambitions and their desire to solidify their defense for a deep playoff run. Meanwhile, the Jets, with their rebuild focus, are still trying to find their footing. Their odds of making a deep playoff run are around 55%, with projections suggesting an 11-6 record and a possible deep run if everything clicks. The addition of Reed, along with other defensive pieces, has helped them improve slightly, but they're still a work in progress. Their focus on rebuilding and developing young talent makes sense, but it also means that they're willing to part with some veterans and assets to accelerate their rebuild. This trade, if it happens, signals a clear division of priorities, Eagles focusing on immediate improvement and Super Bowl contention, while the Jets are prioritizing cap flexibility and long-term development. The trade deadline on November 4th is approaching fast, and both teams are expected to move quickly to finalize their plans. For the Eagles, this could be the missing piece in their secondary puzzle, especially considering how much they rely on their pass defense to keep opponents at bay. If Carter II joins the team, fans can expect a more aggressive, versatile, and reliable secondary that could be the difference between just making the playoffs and going all the way to the Super Bowl. And, of course, this potential move will have ripple effects across the league, affecting other teams' strategies and the balance of power in the NFC. The Eagles' secondary has been solid, but the injury to Mitchell exposed some vulnerabilities, and acquiring someone like Carter II could be the injection of talent they need to take that next step. His ability to lock down the slot and contribute to the overall success of the defense makes him a perfect fit for what Philadelphia is aiming for this season. The combination of his skill set, the team's current cap space, and their playoff aspirations make this a move to watch closely in the coming days. So, Eagles fans, keep your eyes peeled, because this could be one of the most impactful trades of the season. The team is already showing they're not afraid to make bold moves, and securing Carter II could be the catalyst that pushes them closer to that elusive Super Bowl title. It's not just about one player, but about the message it sends. This team is serious about contending now, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to get over the hump. The NFC East is wide open, and with this potential addition, the Eagles might just have the edge they need to dominate the division and make a serious run in the playoffs. Stay tuned because this story is far from over, and we'll be here every step of the way to bring you the latest updates and insights. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Philadelphia Eagles news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Philadelphia Eagles fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think acquiring Michael Carter II is the right call? Do you believe it will give the Eagles that extra edge to push further into the postseason and perhaps even bring home another Super Bowl? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion truly matters to us and, more importantly, to the team itself. Remember, the Eagles are always evolving, always hungry for success, and your voice is a part of that journey. I'll be back very soon with more updates, analysis, and all the latest news from the Philadelphia Eagles, so stay tuned and keep that passion alive. Thanks for watching, and let's go Birds!